It's been called the greatest sauce to ever walk the face of the earth, by me. It's been called the Italian basil smoothie, also by me. It's been called alien blood sauce, by Devin. Rude, Devin.
Oh, I was just kidding.
Be quiet, Devin.
Fa schifo cucinare, totalmente schifo.
The heart and soul of pesto is basil, which has a long storied history. The ancient Egyptians used basil in embalming. In Greece, basil was a symbol of mourning. In Buck Creek, Indiana, people rub it on their tires for good luck. This mysterious plant begs the question, how can a leaf be so tasty? You couldn't possibly pack any more flavor into something so thin if you tried, unless you made a basil bacon sandwich, which is sort of cheating but really delicious. Basil. This one basil leaf I bought from the farmer's market has more flavor than this entire bag of assorted deciduous, which I also bought from the farmer's market. Get back outside! You wouldn't think being really delicious would be a great survival strategy, but basil's like, I'm gonna make myself so delicious you'll cultivate the f*** out of me and then I will
be immortal forever.
I realize both those words sort of mean the same thing, but you catch my drift. But could it just be people who think it's that tasty? Are giraffes looking down on us thinking,
those stupid humans eating that trash weed, pass me some more eucalyptus, Rick.
Until we stop being selfish and start teaching giraffes how to talk, we'll never know. Another interesting ingredient in pesto is pine nuts. Pine nuts obviously come from Christmas trees. Extracting them is pretty straightforward. All you have to do is take one of the shiny ornaments and smash it to get the pine nuts out. You can also get them from a pine cone if you want blander, more inferior pine nuts that are a waste of time and disrespectful to baby Jesus. But how is it that the pine needles contain so much flavor and powerful bitterness when so many other types of needles simply taste bland and painful? Get back outside! Also, do pine trees know that cactuses exist, and if they met, would they be friends or enemies? So this recipe calls for a half cup of olive oil, a packed half cup of Parmesan cheese, a third cup of pine nuts, a clove or two of garlic, and 2 cups of basil. But how do you measure a cup of basil? That's a cup of basil, also a cup of basil. That's a British cup of basil. It's much more accurate to go by weight, but not a lot of smartphones have scales on them yet. So I made this homemade balance scale. You'll know it's exactly 2 cups of basil when it balances with exactly 7 to 10 small to medium large size pieces of random gravel. And we're gonna add a squeeze of lemon. Now I'm not sure how many lemons were kicking around Genoa, Italy in 1576 when someone decided to throw these ingredients together, but I can tell you from personal experience that the squeeze of lemon really ties the room together. I'm throwing in everything but the cheese right now because I'm not using a food processor where I can really control how blended it gets. I'm going to stir the cheese in afterward to retain some texture. Another way you could create some texture is to Power Stone crush your nuts. Why does pesto contain the word pest when it is not, in fact, a destructive insect or other animal that attacks crops, food, or livestock? The word pesto actually comes from a Genoan word that means pound because you used to have to pound this stuff together with a pounder. But since we blend it now, we should probably change the name to blendo. Also, the term "give me a pound" comes from the Genoan term "may I please borrow your pestle." If you can't get a hold of any basil, pine nuts, or the other ingredients, you can also make a pesto with butter, cottage cheese, garlic salt, pistachios, and parsley. While this will earn you an instant lifetime ban from Italy, sometimes that's the price you have to pay to make your way in this unforgiving world.
Pesto.